Today we're going to check out this outdoor TV antenna kit from Stellar Labs. Now this is actually a really good deal. This kit costs $6 in the US from Newark Electronics. In Canada, I only paid $8.34 Canadian for it. And taking everything out of the box, you get the antenna, a small mast with a bracket, an amplifier with a power supply, manual, some mounting hardware, and a roll of RG59 cable, although I would recommend using RG6 cable instead. All of this for only $6. This antenna is very small and compact. It only measures about 1 foot wide, so you could probably use it as an indoor antenna. Because of its size, it's realistically probably designed for receiving channels 7 through 36 on the Hi-VHF and UHF TV bands. But today we're going to mount it outside and try and receive my local stations, all of which broadcast on the VHF band, RF channels 2, 4, and 9. And looking at the back of the antenna, there is a mast clamp already installed, very convenient. And the integrated 75 ohm RF connector means you can quickly connect your coaxial cable and run a channel scan. That makes setup really easy. As I said earlier, this antenna comes with an amplifier, which is a good thing. Another good thing, though, is that this antenna works both with and without the amplifier, which allows you to tailor this to your reception needs. And sometimes using an amplifier in a strong signal area, or if you live really close to the broadcast towers, that can actually over-amplify the TV signals and cause channel dropout. And for precisely those reasons, I will not be using the amplifier. Not that the broadcast signals are particularly strong in my area, but I do live less than 10 miles from the broadcast towers. So the signal strengths that you're going to see today are going to be from the antenna only. Now, if you are going to use the amplifier in your setup, here is the detail for it. This coax cable runs in from the antenna. This is the power supply. And this pigtail here is the output that runs into the RF in port on your TV or digital converter box. And then there is a switch on the side here to turn this on or off. Now, if you're not going to use this, you can just leave this out of your setup and connect your antenna directly to the RF in on your TV or digital converter box. All right, that was easy. Goes on the mast really fast. It's 17 feet in the air, pointed in the direction of my local broadcast towers. Now we'll go inside, run a channel scan, and check the signal strength. The signal strength on RF channel 2 CKPR ranged from the high 60s into the low 70s. The signal strength on RF channel 4 CHFD bounced around in the 50s, and the signal strength on RF channel 9 TVO was the highest of them all, hovering anywhere from the high 60s into the mid 70s. And a quick test inside my insulated garage shows that this antenna can reliably pick up the only station I can receive indoors, RF channel 9 on the VHF band. These little keyhole slots on the back make it possible to use this as a wall-mounted antenna as well. Overall, this antenna from Stellar Labs really impressed me, not because the signal strengths were overwhelmingly powerful, but because it did a decent job receiving all VHF stations despite its small size. That and the fact that this entire kit only cost $6. Would I recommend this antenna specifically for low VHF TV reception of channels 2 through 6? No, but in most major TV markets, majority of channels broadcast on RF channels 7 through 36, Hi-VHF and UHF. And given that this antenna is so small and is able to pick up some low VHF channels, I would say it's probably going to be a pretty good antenna to pick up channels on higher frequencies that require smaller antennas. This would also be a good indoor antenna or a good antenna for anybody living in an apartment, as it's small, doesn't take up much space, and is very discreet. If you're going to use this antenna indoors, try to mount it as high as possible, or put it near a window that faces the direction of your local broadcast towers. The 40-mile range claim should probably be more like 15 to 25 miles. But this TV antenna kit from Stellar Labs is probably worth the $6 gamble if you're just looking for an antenna to pick up some major networks in your local market area. Although I wouldn't count on this picking up any low power or distant TV stations.